And I don't think that it's optional for us to sit on what we have. See, if you're sitting on what you have, what you've been given, and I think everybody's been given something to bring to the planet, that only you can do that, only you can perform that, only you can initiate that activity. And if you don't do that, if you're not filling in your life with your life work or your mission, then there are gaps in your life. And what we do when we're not living out our true identity, we begin to fill the gaps. We fill the holes with garbage, alcohol, drugs, worry, self-destructive behavior. So when you begin to look at your life and you know that you're not doing what you can do because you have allowed yourself to be held captive by your fears. Now, when you don't have a true appreciation and acceptance for who you are, and you allow yourself to be immobilized by fear, what happens in the process is that you begin to abuse yourself. You begin to sabotage your life, you begin to sabotage your dreams, you begin to unconsciously work against yourself. You become your own worst enemy.
It says, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow know what you truly want to become. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow know what you truly want to become.
So what do you do about that? Well, you begin to realize that your dream and your gifts have so much meaning and so much value for you till your hunger for them will begin to push you past the fear. Your hunger to have them will give you a special drive. As you work on yourself, as you begin to acknowledge your true identity, the true power that you have, the true capacity you have to bring about change, the miracle working power that you have within yourself to do the things that you want to do.
The thing that comes to me,
yes, sir,
is courage.
Yes, sir.
Right? It seems simple. Mm-hmm. It really does. It seems simple to, like when you say, tell someone, follow your heart.
Yeah.
Right? Yet there are so many opposing forces, whether it's external, whether it's like, if my heart is to start a business.
Yes, sir.
Right? That's in my heart. But I look at my bank account and I feel like I can't afford to.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like, if your heart is in your heart to go to college, but no one has ever been before, and I don't know how I'm going to afford college.
Yes, sir.
If your heart is to not go to college, and everyone before me has gone to college, like the courage to go against the grain, but it's in my heart to go against the grain. Mm. So we have to practice courage. We have to create the habits of courage.
Practice courage.
And courage is like doing what's right, even though everyone else around you is doing wrong.
Mm. Yes, sir.
That takes courage.
Absolutely.
Going against the grain. Everyone else, simple as this right here. Everyone else is doing math in pencil, but you want to do it in pen.
Yeah.
And you know you're going to get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
But you're going to get the right answer.
Yeah.
That's courage.
Yeah.
It's real simple and minute, but that's the seed of courage.
Mm.
Following your heart. If someone is able to follow their heart,
yeah,
the universe then begins to bend towards your will. The universe begins to bend towards your desires if you have the courage to do so.
Yes, sir.
Most dreams go unfulfilled because we're scared.
This gentleman was doing a special study of a special tribe in Africa, headhunters. And he had difficulty in developing a relationship with these tribesmen because of the fact that he had fear. He had fear they were going to take his head. So finally one night while he was in bed, he was thinking about it. I said, what is it that you came here to do? What is your life work as a missionary? He said, I wanted to study these tribesmen. I said, what's the worst thing that they can do to you? Kill you. And he just decided, hey, this is what I came here to do. I know that there's some risk involved, and I'm going to do it, come what may. He said, I'm not going to be afraid anymore. He went back the next day, and he started doing the work and trying to talk to and interview many of the members of this tribe. And they began to respond to him. They threw out the welcome mat to him. And years later, when people came to see what his progress was, they asked him, how were you able to do this? How did you convert the relationship from being hostile to that of being positive? And he said something I think has value for all of us. He said, when life can no longer threaten you with death, he said, what else is there? What else is there? And the majority of the fears that we have are not life or death fears. They're not those kind of fears. But through our imagination, we blow them out of proportion and we give them more power than they actually have or deserve, and we permit them to govern our lives. We permit them to determine how far we can stretch out on our dreams and discovering our stuff. And as we begin to look at ourselves and begin to, wait a minute, just getting to the point as you assess yourself and begin to prove yourself and just say, wait, hold a minute. I've been sweating this out. What's the worst thing that can happen to me on this? Will it kill me? Will I die? Why am I going through all of these changes over this? How much power does this really have?